Hi everybody, today we are making my great aunt Sally's Syrian baklava, and just a little bit of a warning, this isn't a recipe that you just whip up in 5 seconds. It takes dedication, it takes love, and a little bit of time, but I promise you that if you stick with me, you are gonna have the most delicious dessert to take to really any holiday function or any event ever in your entire life, because everybody loves this, you want it, you wanna show up with it, you'll be the coolest person in town. This is my mom, and she is going to be helping us make this recipe today because really it's her family, her lineage, my Syrian side. So welcome, Mom.
Hi.
Yay. Okay, let's do it. These are the first steps.
Okay, so what you're gonna do is we're doubling this recipe because we're having 2 huge Syrian parties, so we need all the food we can get. So what we did is take a ton of walnuts, and them finely. You don't want them in chunks. You want them like almost like you're making walnut butter.
And how much walnuts?
This is actually 3 pounds of walnuts. In this bowl we have 2 cups of sugar, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and 2 teaspoons of ground clove. And we're just gonna combine this because this is our filling for the whole thing. So this is our organic vegan filo dough. Unfortunately, they still don't make gluten-free filo dough. What you're gonna do is baby this. You've gotta keep it moist between uses. You don't just let it sit there on the table and dry out. That's why you're gonna cover it with damp cloths and make sure it stays in the cloth so it doesn't get dry and flaky on you.
All right, we got all the filo dough, 3 big things of it, and these beautiful walnuts and sugar. Let's go to the table. These are 4, and we're about to do 5 pans that are already greased with vegan butter. And this is actually 2 pounds of vegan butter. So like I said before, this isn't exactly the quickest recipe you'll ever make, and it also is not the lowest on your glycemic index. So if you're looking for a healthier alternative, this is not the dessert for you.
Putting this on for 325 degrees for 1 hour. So I'm reheating the oven. So Lauren, I'm gonna lay this towel down on the table, and you need to get me another one just like it out of the drawer and put water on it so it's damp. Like I told you, you can't let your filo dough dry out.
It feels soft.
It is, it's soft and it's cold because you keep it in the freezer until you're ready to use it, and then take it out a little bit before.
It's so many layers.
And you want to keep it from drying out, so you're going to lay just a little damp paper towel over that and make sure the edges don't dry out. And that's how quickly you're going to work with this.
So we are ready to layer the filo dough. So this is actually gonna be 10 layers.
And you go all the way to the edge.
Okay, we're at the point where we're counting. How many is this?
This is numero 6.
Which is, 6 in Italian. And we have a bonus celebration, which is this homemade limoncello that my mom made. She lived in Italy for 4 years. And so even and I absolutely hate alcohol, for every reason, I'm going to take a celebratory toast. Cheers. Big shot for mommy.
Chin chin.
Okay, we just did our 10th layer. And right before we do our walnut smear, we are going to take a shot. Cheers!
Salute!
Salute!
A tutti.
A
Vieni a tavola a mangiare.
10 layers of the filo dough with vegan butter in between every single layer with this little thing, as you saw. And now we are gonna put the finely chopped walnuts and sugar mixture with the clove and cinnamon all on top of here in a nice thick layer. I just washed my hands, don't worry.
Thick like you.
This one is finished.
That was the limoncello. And now we're ready to do the diagonal cuts, which is a very traditional Arabic shape of your desserts. About 1.5 inches, you're gonna cut parallel lines into your pan, and it's delicate as heck, so just be gentle with it. You're gonna go here, 1.5. Really get down there, because when you're done with this, we're gonna be pouring the rose water, agave nectar mixture down into the cooled baklava, and that's what gives it that syrupy finish. So you wanna make sure the lines go all the way down to the bottom, through the bottom layer, so it gets under the pan and gets soaked in there. So now that you're cut all the way through, now you wanna make them diagonal. So you're gonna start here. And remember, you have to go through because the syrup's gonna soak in.
Is once all of these are beautifully cut into little diamonds.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yes. Then you put 1 clove in each little diamond. And you just put one in every single triangle. And this is my grandmother's little touch on these. And it's really rewarding, and it feels good if you have OCD. Now that we've preheated the oven to 325, we're gonna cook these little puppies that are so beautiful for 1 hour. We've already put 2 in. And now these go. Perfect, voila! Next, we're making the syrup for the top of the baklava. And unfortunately, we don't have to, we didn't look up alternatives, so there probably are to this, but this is a light corn syrup with real vanilla in it. You need 16 ounces of this, so that's a whole thing of this.
Win. Fucking Karo. I got it.
Then you need half a cup of agave. Normally it calls for honey, but we're switching it out to agave. And a tablespoon of rose water, which this is cosmetic rose water, but it's basically the same thing. And then you need the juice of 1 lemon. So we have this nifty little press, but it can be really anything that you have. Just juice it up, babies. All right, so this one first. Once you finish with that, put the juice of a lemon. Half a cup of light agave. And just a splash of rose water. I think this looks like heaven. Put it in your mouth.
Oh, it looks like they're burning the shit out of me.
Now's the test.
It doesn't look flaky enough.
It looks flaky. How is it, Elizabeth?
It is good. It is good!
Now for the final touch, we're putting on the syrup, but warm syrup onto the hot, freshly pulled out of the oven little McNasties. Ooh! As you can see, we are testing this batch to see if it's good enough. So far, it's incredible. It should be doughy and nutty and sweet and a little bit buttery. So really, I don't know how it could go wrong, but it is next level. Okay, and as we would say, manja! It's all done. Thank you for watching.